You can't say I didn't warn you. I put it right in the thumbnail and the title. Vroom. This video stinks, okay? Kind of like this shed. Sort of musty. Welcome back to Race 164, the show where we race toy cars and pretend like it's a big deal. Look, we're not doing that today, okay? But it's a YouTube channel. I gotta make videos. That's about racing toy cars, but I don't have a racetrack. I gotta build one. And that's what this video is about. It's about me planning to build a racetrack. Not about me actually building it. That video will come later. This one's about me brainstorming. So please, help me. Help me brainstorm. Here's what I'm thinking so far. I gotta back up a little bit. So we moved this year. Most of you know that. We found this great new house out in the country. We love it. It's just small, okay? It's got no upstairs, no basement. It's just a main floor, 2-bedroom house. This channel was built in the basement of my old house, which was real convenient. This new house just has a crawl space, and I don't mean like a crouch down and walk kind of a crawl space. I mean like a crawl on your belly, cobwebs in your face kind of a crawl space. There's no more racement in the basement, I'm afraid. So I've been wrestling with what to do for a permanent track setup. I've had a few different ideas. I thought about having just building some kind of rig that I set up in the living room when it's time to film and then take down and put away in the closet. I thought about basically building a fence with a slanted top rail in the backyard and have a permanent outdoor track. And eventually I might do something like that, but the problem with Northern Ontario is it's bitter cold for like 4 or 5 months of the year. This year being the exception, actually. We've had the mildest winter I can remember. So I've gone back and forth a lot with what to do, but I don't have a basement. I have a shed. I have this janky, crooked, dirty, old shed full of pretty much everything that was in our basement at the old house. Let's just check out some of the accoutrements we have in here, okay? We got several bees nests, whether under construction or under destruction. There's another beauty up there. They're all dormant at the moment. Oh, look, here's one right by the door. That's nice. There's an old bird's nest up there. Also have a squirrel living in here. And I find pieces of chewed up pine cone everywhere. Oh yeah, here's an example. Yeah, nice. Every time I come in, there's another pile of chewed up pine cone bits. Oh, look, here's some more up here on this little basketball net. I didn't even know squirrels ate pine cones. I didn't know anything ate pine cones. I came in here the one day, and he was just up there on that white shelf, just staring right at me. Ugly, bug-eyed thing. It was as if he was appalled that I was here in his shed. I did not realize I switched my phone to a wide-angle lens. Didn't actually know it could do that. So I've finally come to the decision that I'm just gonna build a track on this wall, which means getting rid of a bunch of stuff, moving a bunch of stuff out of the way, building something onto the wall that is a solid permanent thing. I can just come out here, film races, and it doesn't really impact anybody else's life inside the house. Okay, so I need some input from you guys if you feel so inclined. This wall is about 11 feet long, which means we can fit an 1/8 mile scale drag strip, which is pretty much what we had at the old house. So that's fine. We can do that. I was really hoping to have a 1/4 mile, and eventually probably will set that up outside somewhere and use it when the weather's nice. But for now, I got to do something in here. So I have this other idea. I'm thinking maybe we don't go drag strip all the time. Maybe we have that set up, but maybe we also set up an oval track. Because I bought this a while back and have yet to open it. The Adventure Force NASCAR Crash Racers set. So it's a figure-8 racetrack. Comes with a couple cars, like motorized cars, I'm pretty sure. And it has really good corners. So there are a lot of other diecast racing channels that use these corners on their track because they're just really good. Because it has these lines on the like molded into the plastic, I guess. So one car can run the bottom and one can go the high line, and they like hold their line, I guess. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm thinking, see if you can picture it with all this junk on the wall. We start at one end of the wall, and then we use the two corners, and each lap, so basically the track is gonna be an oval, like spectator drags, one lap. This video is so bad. Like they have it small, you know, hometown racetracks, where you just race one lap on the oval, and that's the race. So it would be a pretty good size. The more racetrack, the better. Like there's more time to talk, there's more time for action to happen if the cars are racing for a longer period of time. You know, it's hard to commentate a race that's 2.5 seconds long because there just isn't time to say what's happening before the race is just over. Now the thing is, the corners look like they might be more than 180 degrees, you know, because it's a figure eight. It's not an oval. So these corners kind of double back on themselves a bit. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work for us. Maybe the track will actually be an S. It'll have a left-hander and then a right-hander and then back to the finish line. Maybe sometimes we could do it that way, and maybe sometimes we could have two left turns like a normal, you know, oval track. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, that's where things are at. And I've been wrestling with what to do for a while now, and finally I decided to just go with this, and however long it takes to get it set up, at least it's going, and I have something I can use to film some races. And I decided to make this video because, you know, it's a YouTube channel, so I gotta make videos, right? Hopefully soon we'll do some racing here in the shed. I don't have a ton of free time. I've got 2 little kids and a full-time job, and, you know, so hopefully in a couple weeks we can do some racing in here. The biggest thing I gotta get ready for is the Father's Day Showdown. You know, that's the event that started this whole channel. I'd really like to start it earlier than I ever have. But if I want to start early, I need to have a racetrack, and I don't right now. So what do you think? Should we do the Father's Day Showdown on an oval track? Or should we just run it on the 8th mile drag strip like we have been? I mean, I've tried to like add something new and exciting to it every year. So if we ran it on an oval track, that would be, you know, that'd be a big change, and it would make things way less predictable because we've never raced an oval track before. So I would think the fast cars would still be fast, but you never know. So I'm going to wrap this up. Me and the squirrel are going to get to work. Jesus loves you. So do I. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Race 164.